Welcome to a new story. This is Sarah. Today is a big day for her. Sarah is standing in front of a very old building. It is raining. She has the keys in her hand. This is her new home, apartment 4B. The building looks dark and mysterious, but Sarah is excited. She wants to start a new life here. Sarah looks up. She sees a balcony. There is an old man standing there. He has a long gray beard and a very serious face. He is watching Sarah. He doesn't say hello. He doesn't smile. Sarah feels strange. Is he my neighbor? She thinks. Why is he watching me so closely? Sarah opens the door and walks inside. The apartment is empty and very quiet. There is only one light bulb in the ceiling. The air is dusty. Sarah looks at the walls. The wallpaper is very old and ugly. It has a strange floral pattern from many years ago. I need to change this, Sarah says to herself. The next morning, Sarah starts to work. She takes a metal tool and starts to peel off the old wallpaper. It is a difficult job. Dust is everywhere in the air. Suddenly, Sarah stops. She sees a small hole in the wooden wall. It was hidden behind the paper for a long time. Sarah is curious. She puts her hand into the dark hole. Her fingers touch something. It feels like paper. She pulls it out. It is a thick yellow envelope. It has a red wax seal on it. It looks like it is from a different century. Sarah's heart starts to beat faster. Sarah sits down on a box. She opens the envelope carefully. Inside, there is a letter. The handwriting is messy. It says, October 1996. If you find this, you are in danger. The gold is not here. Go to the park near the river. Do not trust the neighbor. Sarah is terrified. Who wrote this? Suddenly, Sarah hears a loud noise. Someone is at the door. Sarah jumps. She is alone in the apartment. It is late at night. She goes to the door and looks through the small hole. Her hands are trembling. Who is there? She whispers. But no one answers. Sarah stands by the door. She listens. Nothing. She looks through the peephole. The hallway is dark. One light is flickering. Is someone there? She opens the door slowly. Sarah steps out. She sees a shadow on the wall. A tall man. Oh, wait. It is not a man. It is just an old coat rack. Sarah closes the door fast. She locks it quickly. She sits on the floor. Her hands are shaking. The house is too quiet. She is very scared. The next morning, Sarah goes to the city library. She wants to find answers. She sits at a small desk with a lamp. Around her, there are hundreds of old newspapers. She is looking for news from 1996. She spends hours reading about the history of her new street and her building. Finally, she finds an article. The headline says, "The Big Gold Robbery." In 1996, a group of men stole millions in gold from a local bank. One of the men lived in apartment 4B. The police never found the gold. The man disappeared 30 years ago. Sarah feels a chill down her spine. Sarah looks at a photo in the newspaper. It is a photo of the thief from 1996. She recognizes his eyes and his face. The man in the photo is her neighbor. He is much older now, but it is definitely him. He is the thief, Sarah whispers, and he is watching me because he wants his gold back. Sarah leaves the library quickly. It is raining heavily now. The sky is dark and gray. She walks home under her umbrella, but she is very afraid. Every few seconds, she looks behind her. She is sure that someone is following her. Every shadow in the street looks like a man in a long coat. Back in the apartment, Sarah remembers the letter. "Don't look for the key," it said, but Sarah needs to find it. She looks under the floor in her bedroom. She finds a loose board and pulls it up. Inside, she sees something metallic. It is a small silver key. It is beautiful and very old. Sarah takes her flashlight and goes to the top floor of the building. There is a small wooden ladder. She climbs up to the attic. It is a very scary place. There are spider webs and old furniture everywhere. Sarah is looking for a lock. She knows the silver key is for something in this attic. In the corner of the attic, Sarah sees a large wooden chest. It is covered in thick gray dust. She blows the dust off and sees a silver lock. The silver key fits perfectly. Sarah turns the key slowly. The lock is open. She lifts the heavy wooden lid. Sarah looks inside the chest. There is no gold there. Instead, she finds an old map of the city park and an audio cassette. The map has a red X under a very big oak tree. Sarah is trembling with excitement. This is the secret. This is what the neighbor is looking for. Sarah finds an old cassette player. She puts the tape inside and presses play. A man's voice starts to speak. "My neighbor is a dangerous man. He wants the gold. I hid it under the big oak tree." Suddenly, Sarah hears a noise behind her. A shadow moves on the wall. She is not alone. Sarah turns around. The old neighbor is standing in the attic. He looks very angry. Sarah screams and runs. She runs down the stairs as fast as she can. The neighbor is chasing her. "Stop! Give me the map!" he shouts. Sarah doesn't stop. She runs out of the building. Sarah arrives at the park. It is night, and there is a thick fog. She can't see very well. She holds the map in her hand and looks for the big oak tree. She hears footsteps behind her. The neighbor is close. She must find the tree before he finds her. Finally, she finds the tree. Sarah starts to dig in the ground with her hands. She feels something hard. She pulls it out. It is a heavy bar of pure gold. But then, Sarah stops. A large shadow falls over her. The neighbor is standing behind her. What will happen next? Find out in the next video. Thank you for listening Easy Stories in English. Don't forget to subscribe and come back for more stories in English. See you next time.